Comic book fans! If you're a fan of class comics, then you know that there are several different universes that exist within their comic book series. One of which is a superhero universe that's had several different characters pop up with their own unique abilities and their own unique way of protecting either their city, their loved ones, the planet Earth itself, the dimension, or the universe. It even had its own team of superheroes of the teaming up of several different characters that was very similar to like the Avengers or maybe even Justice League. It was called Guardians of the Cube. Unfortunately though, they disbanded. But in the wake of this disbandment, we have a new team of superheroes teaming up called the BriGAYde. So let's talk about issue number 1. This is written by Fillion and it's illustrated by Cantero. This takes place in the not too distant future of 2021. This issue really has most of the main characters coming together for a common threat. We start up with a very dark beginning. A character by the name of Reverend Freely, who's the leader of a religious cult, looks like he has the ability to turn gay people into being heterosexuals. The whole concept of being able to take someone's love for someone else, that just feels so incredibly morbid. I'll put that on hold because that's a whole subplot that's going to be played out in future issues. Meanwhile, in Gateway City, the new Naked Justice, who happens to be Byron Durand, formerly known as Space Cadet, is taking on a new band of supervillains. This group is called Mean Streak. Naked Justice tries to do the Superman thing and try to take them all on by himself, which is unsuccessful. Luckily, Blaine Howard, who happens to be Devil Hound, is in the nearby vicinity and he lends a hand. Nearby at a male stripper joint, Devon De Silva, also known as Legend, is performing. He's recruited by Red Velvet when he shows him that there's some activity in the area that may need some superhero help. And then they go to visit the superhero couple, Bullet and Tyler Briston, also known as Golden Boy. To which they luckily show up just in time to help out Naked Justice and Devil Hound take down Mean Streak. It's a great origin story for the team, and it's also a cool way of bringing all of the characters together to fight a common foe. Plus having the evil Reverend in the background, showing that this is going to be a subplot that's going to be played out in future issues, that in itself I thought was cool. I do like the former Naked Justice, but I also like Byron's version too. We get to see him in full superhero garb and taking on the mantle with all seriousness. We have a great bonding session between all the characters in this book that no other superhero team can literally do in any other comic book universe. Being that this is class comics, I'll let you use your imagination on that. There's lots of pinup art and bios at the end of this book, just in case for anyone out there that wasn't really quite sure about each of the individual characters' abilities or what they look like fully costumed up. The artwork is really badass. David Cantero is a badass artist. Also, I'm just gonna say it, David is really hot too. This issue includes a short interview by Salty Peppers with David. There's a few things in there that I didn't really know about him, so it was a good read. Great issue, huge fan of this. I'll talk about issue number 2 in a separate video, but if you're interested in reading issue number 1, you want to go to classcomics.com and you can order it from there. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching me in this video. Be sure to check out my Patreon site when you get a chance. Check out my website, my social media sites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. You know, it would be a really cool idea for class comics to do? Maybe if they did an independent title where they broke the fourth wall and had all of their real-life super hot artists and writers put together in one room and then have them brainstorm different ideas for their own titles. But of course, they would be given the class comics treatment and they would have to bond with each other. I can only imagine some of these super hotties like Jacob Mott, David Cantero, Fillion, Robert Frazier, Butch McLogic, Logan, maybe some others all put together and having them do the whole things that they play out in their own comic books. What do you think? Isn't that a good idea?